guy
Taxpayers' money.
a cop named Christian Goggins was going back and.
Hold on.
Well, no, I'm going to give you his porn name.
Putting the D in defund the police.
He was going back and forth to Las Vegas on duty. What? Go ahead.
Back and forth on duty.
Yeah.
Name of his stag film.
Mm-hmm. Hey, what? Stag film.
Stag
What are you,
film.
my grandfather?
I
Hey,
hope
go
not.
get my projector. I've got
like
a
a
stag
stag
film
film.
for you to look at.
There's no sound.
No sound at all. The only sound we'll hear is each other doing things to themselves.
Back and forth on the duty.
Yes, on the duty. This guy was on the job. Can't do anything with that. Going back and forth to Las Vegas and doing videos described as extremely graphic before sharing them on Twitter, because Twitter is the Wild West now. No one cares. His performance name was Rico Blaze. R-I-C-O. Rico Blaze.
Of course, Ray Davis would be doing a walkthrough right as I'm like Googling the name.
Did he stick his head in? What's going on?
I think he's walking somebody through, but he just happened to, I didn't click on it, but I Googled the name. And I'm like, he's like, and this is the studio.
And this is where Poundcake Googles porn.
We are
Well, thank you for
professional.
stopping by, Cardinal. We can confirm there's an open internal investigation. Yeah. Said Phoenix police. They're not sure why he's been put on home assignment. I mean, that's where all his cameras are and his computer. Whatever you do on your own time is your business. But the Rico Blaze page has gone silent all of a sudden now that this guy's been found out. So does it work for you or against you when you eventually get let go from the Phoenix PD and you've already got a side hustle up and running?
If it gets you new subscribers, I think you're good.
Yeah.
But what I want to know is, what do they? This is coming from the police station saying that it's extremely graphic, or the publication saying that it's extremely graphic. Because the police station does need some things.
The Phoenix PD described it as extremely graphic.
So I wonder what that entails.
He had been uploading probably anytime it's extremely graphic, it's always girls being choked or gagged or
He could be doing this by himself. They didn't say he had a partner. You can make.
what
porn
would be
by
an extremely graphic solo video?
sticking?
There's only so much
yeah.
stuff you can do.
There's a lot of.
An end.
If you see someone's beehole, I would classify that as graphic.
But that's not extremely graphic. I mean, you've heard Poundcake
Depends
say.
on how extreme of a beehole it is.
No, but you've heard Poundcake say, like, nothing short of beehole is going to get him going. So that to me sounds like the base level, if you will.
But that's just how desensitized we are, and that's why they want to outlaw pornography.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's gonna catch a Rico case.
Cleveland is perceived to be the butthole of the world sometime, right?
Yeah.
It is. I forgot that literally is my baseline, but
Ew.
because I have
I had to remind him
well, I have
that
to see all of it.
beehole
I have
or
to,
bust.
because I don't want to just see the front. I want to see the back too, and then you gotta,
I know. Gotta spread
What?
cheeks. He's got to spread cheeks.
That's what that noise was?
That's his one noise for everything. Yes.
That-
That's his
fact
noise
that
for
you
having
know-
dinner, for spreading
you know
cheeks.
His spread cheek noise,
Yes.
man.
You can take me, but you cannot take my bunghole.
Oh, yes, I can.
I thought that was him for a second.
You can take me, but you cannot take my bunghole.
You really don't listen to the show.
Oh, I don't. And look at all this content I'm missing about your preference for beehole.
Brainless content. Don't forget. Brainless
I
content
just
is what
said
it was.
content.
Also, I think
Hey,
it's
Alan,
I'm
hey,
a
crew.
I'm a little offended. Sorry, that you remember that Poundcake's baseline is beehole, but I've mentioned on many occasions that I'm dyslexic, and you can't seem to lock that in.
Bill, I commit the things to memory that are the most important to me.
I can
And
see
Poundcake's open cheeks admittance fee.
Do you see buttholes backwards?
that. I don't see enough of them to really notice.
Alan would remember.
Haven't committed enough to memory.
Hey, Alan. Hey, crew. What the hell, guys? I thought it was a Wednesday tradition to write down some punchlines, draw a random one, and then see where you can get it in. Nobody brought their crowbar to work today? What the hell? Come on, guys. Do better.
I agree.
Yeah, the punchline bucket is in the garage.
Whose garage?
Our garage.
Oh.
Yeah, Punchline Bucket's at home.
We have so many buckets. I just don't.
I know. Some have poop. Some have pee.
What?
Some.
That
those
escalated.
Oh,
quickly.
those weren't the ones you were talking about? Patrick writes me. Alan, last time Gwen was on, last few times, she's obscured on the camera. And at Oak Tree, it wasn't always that way. My current theory is that she's self-conscious because she's gotten so many compliments that it creeped her out. And it is very much by design that the microphone...
I do this on purpose.
Yeah.
I do it.
Yeah.
Because for the past 13 years, I've fielded enough comments from the mouth breathers about my appearance.
That's right.
And now I just think it's funny.
Yeah.
Only to me. I think it's funny for myself.
Patrick says, Alan, what have you done to this woman to make her so self-conscious?
I'm not self-conscious.
Nor should you be.
You just can't get all of this for free.
Yeah.
I heart.
I heart.
You heard?
Yeah.
Your sweater does look really comfy, though.
Oh.
That looks lovely.
Thank you. It's new.
Is it a compliment? And
I don't know. Is he calling me fat?
No. I know.
Comfy, you know.
I know he meant it as a
I do
compliment.
too. I'm teasing.
But is it a compliment to say that an article of clothing looks comfortable?
No, because it's pretty, but it also looks like there's like layers involved. It looks thick.
Actually, yeah, you need
Well, it
to
is a
feel
sweater.
it because it's actually really nice
Oh, boy.
feeling. But I ordered a couple more from this company after I got this one. Quality Sweater.
Incorporated.
.com.
That's the company. Yeah, qualitysweater.com
it's
is where I got it from.
Loft,
They've really
which
figured
is-
out sweaters because they used to be generally pretty itchy.
Super itchy.
And now they are soft and enjoyable.
You
and-
came in
And they
wearing
were-
a fisherman's friend thing yesterday.
Yeah,
didn't
I had
you?
a cable knit on yesterday. I got
Yeah.
a couple more that I'm gonna get for
They
Christmas.
all used to be like an upside down, like trapezoid
Yeah.
shape too, like big shoulders and then tapered down to the waist. But
Well,
now,
yeah, us dudes want that inverted V, baby.
in your sweaters,
Yes. I want to look
Listen.
like Stanley Tucci in a friggin' turtleneck.
no one's talking about a turtleneck.
I am right now.
It's a different conversation.
You hear the word turtleneck?
Did you hear how we just changed the whole topic?
Speaking
No,
of which-
I have to work with
Tucci?
this every day.
Speaking of which, I want to talk to
Yeah.
Steve Byrne. That's what I want to do.
More than 6 but fewer than 10 minutes with somebody on the phone.
Our buddy Steve Byrne has got a new hour over there on Amazon Prime. You remember he came through to join us for the 10th annual Alan Cox Show comedy tour. The new hour is called The Last Late Night. How are you, man?
Good. How are you?
Oh, hanging in there, trying to take things one day at a time.
As expected.
Yes. Hey, congrats on the new hour.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
How does it, so when this thing drops, because I know
Yep.
nothing about how things are posted to Amazon or anything like that. When this thing drops, do you get a good night's sleep? Do you immediately try to see what's happening? How neurotic about the release of something are you?
Well, it drops, and then I kiss my children goodnight. I say to my wife, thank you so much for being so supportive. I give her a kiss on the forehead. And then I go right to the strip club, and I put my credit card down, and I say, do you have a change of address form as well? And I go bananas there.
Yeah. You say, Daddy has finally come home to roost.
That's right. It's called a victory lap.
Yeah.
And gentlemen, start your engines.
Yeah. A victory lap dance, as it were.
There you go.
Yeah. And so has it been, what is this, your fourth or fifth?
Fifth, yeah.
Yeah. And this is a very, last time I kind of talked to you in person, you alluded to the fact that it was a pretty Herculean undertaking. I mean, just the format of it alone, part stand-up and part late night show, which I love. I wasn't quite sure how you were going to lay it out, but between the interplay with the crowd, there's moments of that where you just kind of sitting there and the band's playing along. You're keeping a lot of different plates spinning in this.
Yeah, look, it's, there's so many hour specials out these days, right? And I just thought there's an opportunity here to do something a little unique, so why not do a late night talk show that's disguised as stand-up special? Because if you really think about the late night talk show, it's three different styles of writing. It's topical one-liners at your monologue, then you have panel, which is storytelling, and then you have traditional stand-up done at the end. So I thought, boy, if you break this into 3 acts, it could be a fun type of special, and you keep the format of it all the same. So you tune in, you watch this thing. It opens like a stand-up, like a late night talk show. You got the live band, the studio audience, all the the commercial breaks are crowd work. So it's all creatively done in a fun way.
Well, and it's also you're obviously more in control of it. That on a standard late night talk show, I mean, you're kind of at the mercy of the guest too. And in a situation like this, you can go in whatever direction you want.
Yeah, to a degree. In retrospect, this is what I learned. Right, I for 5 years, everybody had been saying no to me. They didn't understand the concepts. Then we got to execute it and we film it. And my intention was to be like Carson. Every late night talk show skews left and hits the right pretty hard. And I thought, look, if you're going to piss somebody off, why not piss everybody off? So let's go after the left and the right. Let's go after Biden and Trump. And so that was kind of the goal. And then you turn this thing in, and then you forget, there's young executives based in Southern California that are going to dictate what makes it to air and what doesn't. And I've been posting these banned jokes that didn't make the special, and when you watch them all together collectively, it doesn't take long to read the tea leaves to understand why they got pulled. So,
I see.
It's definitely a bummer to me because there's some really, really great jokes in there, but I did want to stay centered.
Well, and that's kind of your vibe, too. That should have been no surprise to them. I mean, you've always done a really good job of kind of walking down the middle there and trying to hit everybody kind of as best you can. Were you concerned that they were going to take a hatchet to it, or was it more surgical than that?
To be honest with you, I didn't even think about it until I turned it in, and then I got the notes. And if I read these notes on the air, people would be like, is this a real conversation? Like, it's crazy to see the tethering. It's like an attorney that's really trying to make a case for something that's so completely obvious not that. Because everything in comedy is rooted in jest. At least with my stuff, it's rooted to make you laugh and not be offensive, right? So they took it to task, and there were some jokes I was really, really upset about. But at the end of the day, again, they're not going to say it to you, but you got to read the tea leaves. It's like, all right, well, if you don't agree, well, then this doesn't make it on the platform.
Right.
So it's like that's you got to pick and choose your battles.
You've also kind of set a precedent here where for the next hour that you do, I'm not saying you have to ratchet it up. You're not going to have dancing bears and explosives and stuff.
Sure.
But you probably do feel the sense that you got to do something different every time. And this is so different that going back to straight stand-up for another special might feel strange.
Yeah, I think I might partner up with Ken Jeong and do a show called The Masked Viewer, where people don't reveal that they like jokes or not. So
yeah,
that's
right.
what we'll do, yeah.
Well, you'll have a full stadium of those people who don't want to reveal what they actually think is funny.
That's right, yeah.
And how's Nashville?
Nashville's been great. I mean, it's been awesome. I did the move for my family, and even in the special, my family makes a very special appearance at the very end because I take them to task to a degree, and there's a joke in this special that my wife wasn't really happy about, but I loved, and it's a quick one, so I let her get the last word in on me
right.
on the hour. So that, again, to film it here in Nashville, to have this great time capsule with my family that years from now we'll be able to look at, and I'm sure when my kids are teenagers, they'll be embarrassed and hate what Daddy does for a living, and then maybe in their 20s and 30s they'll appreciate and respect it again. So
yeah, there's that decade of time where they couldn't care less what you're doing, and then they get to be their adults in their own lives, and they go, "Oh, Mom and Dad had something going on there."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I'm glad I did it right before they, before the term is they leave a curly one on the soap and everything changes. So.
Well, I went home to Chicago for Thanksgiving, and you were out at Zany's, and I was trying to get out there, but I couldn't make it happen. So
that's the thing that stinks about working in Chicago. It's the Chicago Improv, and it's 40 minutes outside of Chicago.
It's so far out there. It's like if you're Zany's downtown, you're fine, but if you're out in St. Charles, man, you might as well be in Wisconsin.
Yeah, the club should just be called Surrounding Area. It's not Chicago. It's really infuriating.
Right. The club by the mall. It's right out there, and it's very exciting. Well, hey, listen.
And who doesn't want to be booked in a mall Black Friday?
Right. Well, listen, man, I always like catching up with you. Congrats on the hour. It's very funny.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
Audience,
and Squire's got a hour as well.
Yeah, he does. Pure BS. Yep, it's on YouTube.
Yeah, his just came out, and I see the view count, and people are appreciating it, respecting it, so that's good to see.
Mary just shot hers for Helium in Philly on Sunday.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Congrats.
yeah. So everybody's got something except me, Stevie.
Well, look, you're at the helm of the ship. You're our Captain Stubing. You're the love goat, so we respect what you do.
I am very much, what was his name? Merrill Stubing? What was the actor? Oh, who played Stubing?
Gavin
McLeod.
Gavin McLeod, that's right, yeah.
Beautiful. I always fancy myself more of an Isaac, but I will take your compliment as it is. Okay, pal, listen, smooch to the fam, and we'll talk to you again soon, okay?
You got it, pal.
Thanks, dude.
Merry Christmas.
Later.
Bye.
More than 6, but fewer than 10 minutes. With somebody on the phone.
There's Steve Byrne giving Bill Squire a shout out, by the way, out there. Pure BS, which is on YouTube. What's what?
Thank you.
I said
Mary
that's a
came
great
up
name.
with it. Yeah.
Mary gave it to him.
Yeah, because.
Well, good job, Mary.
Yeah. Thank you.
He was going to
It's
call
a good
it
special too.
Nice.
You should watch it.
BS is all I've got.
Nah.
I was gonna call it Alpha Fail because it ties into some of the jokes, but I liked Pure BS better.
Pure BS.
It's good.
And then we suggested Mary call hers I'm MS.
I'm MS.
That's why she didn't take my suggestion.
I'm getting her MS degree.
That's right. I got to take a break. I'll have these Cavaliers tickets for you when the somebody is in town. I assure you there will be another team. Oh, the Phoenix Suns, January 4th. They'll play at the Romo Fijo. So you want a couple of Cavs tickets, we'll do those coming back. 35192. You want to text for anything else, and we'll be back.
The Alan Cox Show on 100.